Hello, my name is Pamela Mapitsa Mombe and I am a youth development activist. I volunteer with a couple of organizations and I'm here today to discuss this with you guys. I'm going to talk about the first thing, and the question says, are there any differences in being a camp leader in Africa or in Europe? And from my perspective, yes, there is a difference, because for me, I feel happy that nowadays there's collaborative work that's now bringing together people sharing ideas, like this camp, and more that have happened before and more that will happen after, to bring people together into understanding how we can build together from the ideas that we have, because we are from different backgrounds. And it's shockingly amazing how you will realize we have so much to share within each other. Mostly these days, especially in Africa, the youth end up in circumstances that lead them to be in very disadvantaged spaces, and for them to then grow is harder. So we want to then train more. Like, this is a revolution, I would say. It's things that when I was studying in school, I would say, I hope someone starts caring about actually starting to do this. So I'm here with many activists with different talents and different passions, and I believe if we all come together and we can do more volunteering, it will bring all this change that we're all yearning for. It starts with you and with me. And if we do, because if you knew, it only takes 10% of a population to make change. So guys, we actually can do this. Yeah. So the second thing I'm going to talk about is the question that says, among the leadership styles shared here, which one of them do you observe the most in your camps? Okay, so for us, the African way of training was very much still linked with restrictions mostly. So it would be more authoritarian that I have observed in how trainings began, especially in the 93s, when things used to be how they used to be, but progressively now, from learning through each other, through other volunteering organizations, learning from even just school and studies, academia, you then come to realize that in camps now, it's changing. There's now affiliative training where you associate with the people that you're training with, you hear out what they want. You also have laissez-faire, where you also let people participate and suggest things, and you know that you put the duty into their hands and they will handle the duties to be handled. And this is how we want to empower the youth, because they are who are going to be in the future. The sustainability we're trying to create is for all of us, for us to have all sustainable economic systems in our areas, and that's something we can achieve. It's very possible. I can give you an example of an area in Zimbabwe, in Chimanimani, where the people of Porit started a project that progressively, over a period of years, they brought back barren land back to life through a water harvesting technique. So these are things that we can do all together, share these ways of preserving our resources. Things like talking and discussing about, your daily carbon footprint. It's something everyone should be conscious about. And by knowing things, we become more active about how we contribute to the environment. So yeah, I'm glad that the styles are changing now, because now I see the change that I was praying for at some day when I was reading books and caring and knowing that, hey, we can. I know we can. So that's what I want to encourage every youth out there listening to this. I want you to know that your contribution goes a long way into the future that we're desiring to have. So the next question I'm going to tackle is, how does volunteering programs create learning opportunities to you? I will just share a bit about my own experience, because I studied international relations and I was fortunate to get a scholarship in Cyprus at Eastern Mediterranean University, where I got to learn more about how we can actually do more. It's not just like we should all sit around and say, they're going to fix it. We should be fixing it, And for me now, realizing that we are in a place where we can start to do things I took time to grow more and learn more and read more, and this has now helped me to understand that in doing that, you become part of more things. And so I advise you guys, if you have time, use it on books, watch YouTube videos. There's everything. We have all these tools that we should use to our, benefit to create sustainability. And so for me now, after I finished my program, it was very hard for me to get a working job in the economy that I was currently in my country. And for that, it made me now realize I just don't want to sit around. Though I know I'm not making any money, my heart doesn't sit well just sitting around doing nothing. There could be a million things I could be getting involved in. So I got up and I started being active. I volunteer with a list of organizations back in Zimbabwe, with young people mental health. I volunteer with Hona Zimbabwe Trust, where they use music and arts and craft to inspire the youth and talk to them about all these issues that we do discuss here, to want to do things that we need to do to get where we need to get. So I also volunteer with PORIT. I volunteer with Zimbabwe Work Camps Association, and I've grown so much from the relations between the international organizations these days, and our local organizations. This has given me so many opportunities. I am flying with information, and I'm so eager to start working and seeing the impact that we can bring, because I've seen it too. It's there. We can actually make it happen. And this all came to me through volunteerism. If I just decided to sit home and mope and wait for my office job, I wouldn't have made it to this section where I'm doing what I love with my life now. I'm touching lives. We're able to do it together and tell the next person and make them understand. Because it's hard to change ideologies, and that's why now these learning opportunities give you an opportunity to grow your mind. It's something that I learned here, that you have the capability to expand what your brain can contain. So I believe we should all be in that. Let's all grow. Let's all be a part of volunteerism. Let's all be a part of bringing the change to our environments. That would be so positive. Imagine if we could undo global warming just by, making sure we're going for those 10% and we get to that. I believe we can, and I hope that people out there start to take note of the things that include like decolonization of ideologies, things like gender, and how we have to be observant of the ways that things have changed now. We have to adapt to be agile, an agile globe that works together to be one system. So this is things that I hope for, and I hope that I will be hearing from more of you. Shout out to CSI and CCIVS for all these opportunities, and we hope that more people get to understand that it is your part to play in the environment for it to get where it needs to get. Thank you. So the next question that I'm going to tackle is, observing your learning journey, is there any remarkable event you would like to share? Okay, yeah. In my journey, I would say it's really remarkable for people to start learning to embrace the process, because I realized these days what people just want to rush to the part when it's already there and everything is in order and everything makes sense. But I believe that there's a reason that process comes in, and I will not tell you it's all going to be easy. It wasn't easy for me either. But guess what? It comes from you remembering and believing that your purpose here is obviously something great, and you have to endure the processes that you go through. So for me, the event that I would count is having my daughter. Having my daughter gave me so much purpose. It made me love the world more, because now everything I think about is, okay, so in the future, what is she going to eat? In the future, what is going to be happening? In the future. And because of that, it has made me grow into this very active person, and also other people's lives and inspiring youth. And so I'm definitely a person who then appreciates the fact that this event for me, having a child, made me realize how it's important to be kind to the universe and let everybody know and learn the same way. And then also, this was my first time leaving the country for a volunteering camp abroad. And it has been so enlightening for me because there's so much I've learned from the different views. It's very mixed links. You know, we have people from Mozambique, we have people from Nigeria, we have people from all over, and we are here sharing our different views and ideas. And because of the learning techniques and learning styles, it allows for people to be able to be themselves and share. And that's what we hope to achieve, and more of the trainings that we're going to achieve, and more of the projects that we're going to run. So you should follow the websites, you should follow CSI, you should follow CCIVS, you should follow Zimbabwe Work Camps Association, Young People Mental Health, Project Management Zimbabwe, and also my page on Instagram. It's Blessed One with the WONE. So that you can be in the loop about how you can be a part of these things, because we can do great things together. It only starts with that one that will add to that one, and those ones become many ones, and then we can do it.